megabyte upload speed. And this is like the package is like the 30 megabyte one. It was like, yeah, but this was like at the end of April when we were doing our whole plan and everything. He's like, so around May or June, I can't really remember, but we pretty much have everything set up at your apartment complex. He was like, you live in the Highlands, right? And I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, okay. We pretty much got everything set up. And all we're waiting is for the go-ahead. And they're pretty much all they have to do is flip a switch, and you're going to get 300 megabyte download, upload for the same price. And then we're like, dude, sign me up. Well, I mean, it's September and still nothing. And so I went on their little site map to see if we were configured for it. And they're like, no. Like, all of downtown area is, where all like the hipsters and the people, single people with money that are being attracted to Austin are moving to. Like, they got it, and they probably don't even at home half the time as much as I am. But yeah, it's everywhere downtown.
So he signed you up for this without letting you know that you're not in.
Yeah,
See,
pretty
that's
much
why
live.
we need net neutrality, because these assholes need actual competitions, because they don't have competitions. You either choose the assholes A or assholes B, and sometimes you only get assholes A, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need competition, and some of the states across the nation have been building their own gigabit network, and some of them are failing, some of them are being really successful. So the fact that states are like, this is an important infrastructure, and the cable companies haven't moved since the 90s, they haven't laid new cable since the 90s in most areas.
Yeah, Time Warner hasn't done
Time Warner
much.
hasn't done jack shit,
Yeah.
and like Time Warner, what I really hate about them is I'm really a technical person, and my router should be my router. It's not. It's locked into going to their DNS. So I have to use their crappy DNS. And my PS3 couldn't connect to the internet because their DNS decided to shut down PS3 connection. So I had to spoof. I had to do technical magic,
right? Yeah,
to make everything work.
No sorcery.
And so I'm just I'm mad because it's BS. Like, I'm paying you money. Let me control my device.
Yeah,
that it's mine. It's not yours. F off. So I'm just waiting for an actual competition to show up so we can,
There is Grande Communications, but they're only available. Do they suck?
Grande's
I had
awful.
them in San Antonio. They were our only option in San Antonio.
Trying to play World of Warcraft with that internet
it
was
was
awful.
Really slow.
I just
Maybe they've
dropped
gotten better
out.
because my sister has it, and it's pretty quick over there.
I liked the cable, but the internet was just
The
kinda-
interwebs. Hey, Google Fiber coming 2014.
Well, it's probably going to be downtown only.
Yeah.
It's not coming out where we live. Where the hell up north?
I doubt it'll be over here anyway. Well, supposedly they're going to have it in libraries, so everyone's going to be crowded in there.
Right?
What is a library?
Exactly.
They're going to rename it to, computer.
They
Google
should
Hub.
Move all the books out and just, make it a computer space.
Yeah, it's
gonna
going to
be
be the
called
Google Hub.
There's a library in San Antonio like that, I think, where it's all just
G-Home?
digital tablets and stuff. Yeah, it's all digital.
Let's go to the iBerry.
Quiet, you're in an iBerry.
Library. Library.
Steve Jobs is on all the screens. You must be transcended.
We're in those read.
You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
His face over here, read me. Over
you must
here,
listen
read me.
to YouTube.
Remember
Damn it, for the
me.
last time, uninstall.
Remember me.
Still gonna have that turtleneck on?
It's gonna have a screen. It's gonna have one of those mannequin bodies wearing a turtleneck, and the screen's gonna be the head. It's gonna look like one of those monitor people from Saga.
He comes rolling in.
Prince Robot.
He's Prince Robot.
Yeah, he's French Robot.
Steve Robot.
I love how those robots are like the old school TVs. With
Yeah,
the
the
certs.
Yeah.
The certs, and I'm like, cert head.
I wonder if there's if the mutant versions, if they evolved and had an X gene, they're flat screens.
They're plasma.
Yeah. It's
three-dimensional box ray.
And instead of flat screens, killed the flat screens.
Yeah. I don't know. It pretty much would be
how video killed the radio star.
Do what?
Yes.
How video.
That's it, or how video killed the radio star.
Exactly. Kill it dead. So I have one last topic. So I don't know if you guys remember when Scream came out, and then Scream 2 came out, and then someone was like, we can do something kind of like Scream with another cast member from Party of Five, and out came I Know What You Did Last Summer, And then, like, you know what? Let's just throw another sequel on there. Yeah. I still know. I have not forgotten. I've committed to memory what you did last summer. And now they're rebooting the franchise.
Wow.
Which one?
With Jennifer Love Hewitt.
I love how they rebooted a
Freddie Prinze Jr.
It's a deconstruction.
It was serious
of a horror movie.
It was seriously done though.
I still know where or Scream.
Scream.
Okay, no, that's
what I Know What You Did.
Yeah, because Scream had its semi-recent sequel. But no, they're rebooting it. See, it'd be one thing if they're rebooting Scream.
Series coming soon.
Because that was at least popular, and for the most part, people liked it. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
It's the poor man's Michael Cera.
yeah. Sorry,
it's the poor man's
Jesse
Scream.
Eisenberg. Yeah. So yeah, it's coming back. It's just like it's funny. It's just like
it's a CW did a horror film.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what do we think?
Except for Supernatural does a better job of its horror.
I Know What You Did Last
Winter.
Winter is coming.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I still Know What You Did Last Wedding.
I Know What You Did Last Friday.
Oh,
starring Chris Tucker and
a Friday movie.
That would be
It's a black horror.
Man, I'm not going in that spooky house. Go in there, man. You gotta go in there, man.
So who dies first?
Everyone. It's like 5 minutes long.
The house explodes.
Yeah. I'm Barack Obama, and I will drop these bombs.
Man, Debo, that's a female.
It is that brick that knocked you out.
What you gonna do, punk? And then everything explodes.
It's directed by Michael Bay in his 5-minute horror thriller.
Even better, John Singleton.
What did he direct?
Four Brothers.
Oh, God.
And a lot of other pretty good movies in the 90s, and then he just kind of fell off after Four Brothers.
Was that Mark Wahlberg in that movie?
Yeah.
Come on, brothers. We gotta be brothers. It's just like, of all the movies, like, it doesn't make sense to me. It's like, who is this remake appealing to? Like, I saw that movie. You know, I was into Jennifer Love Hewitt at the time.
It wasn't bad.
But I don't give a crap
but
about
the audience,
seeing it again.
The audience age for I Know What You Did Last Summer was not even alive.
Yeah.
When I Know What You Did Last Summer is there. So, I Know What You Did Last Summer was for, the teenagers.
And it's like a cult fan.
And so teenagers that are alive today weren't alive when that was made.
Yeah, so it's like, they're not going to know, like,
the older ones aren't going to want to go.
Yeah, we're not going to want to go, and they're not even going to know what it is. Like, it might survive on its own merits, but in that case, like, why bother to remake it? Like,
Fuck
there's nothing about it that's like, I mean, it's literally the most cut and dry plot. Like, I think they ran, like, a truck driver off the road, left him for dead, he came back and started killing him.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's Scooby-Doo type shit right there.
And they would have got away with it, too, if it weren't for those meddling kids.
I mean, there's no surprise. There's not even jump scares.
Mr. Jenkins!
You told us to leave at the beginning.
Yeah.
And we didn't listen!
We don't listen because we like trespassing.
You want to stay away from that old rig. No, we're fine. We'll go down there, bro.
What's in the old rig? Nothing that concerns you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to that old rig because it
Let's
sounds
go
like something.
Open it and
nothing
have
exciting
sex
and
in
adventurous that would make your summer one to die for.
Whoa.
You're like, oh yeah, let's go there. That sounds awesome.
That sounds good. That sounds great.
Sounds like a lovely time.
Let's go.
Raggy rope. But yeah,
You're so upset.
I just don't understand. I'm trying to wrap my mind around it. Like,
It's like when they
Okay, one thing you have to learn, I think there's a factor you're not really bringing up.
A fear
He
factor.
was hugely infatuated with Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Oh.
I still remember the poster.
She might make a cameo.
She had that weird, didn't she have that weird, fluffy shirt and jeans?
Yeah. Well,
It
those
was
are
just
two
like-
different posters, actually.
It was Jennifer Love Hewitt up on his wall, right above his bed.
Was it?
Adorable.
But I think that's the thing, though. It's like that was the poster you didn't see.
He just pulls his blankets up. He's like,
It's like,
"Good night, Jennifer."
It's like you're watching over me like an angel.
He just sit there and stare and just like.
An angel of love.
Oh yeah, Hewitt.
You just do the slow blink and open, slow blink, open, and then finally just shut your eyes.
And in the morning, good morning, Jennifer.
Still there.
Just like
Still
peeling
an
off the
angel.
wall. No, don't leave me. But I mean, that was the thing. Like so she was pretty much the entire appeal of that movie. So why remake the movie?
So
without
she can
the
make
star?
a cameo.
Maybe.
They'd have to have an equivalence star of our day.
Who would that be? Jennifer Lawrence? Jinx.
Yeah.
Jinkies.
I think she's actually too famous for that.
I think she's too good of an actual like serious actor.
She'd do it.
If you look at Jennifer Lawrence's
Yeah,
career now,
money.
like that was the last movie that she did. Well, no, she
You
did
have to get like a
Heartbreakers.
Disney star or something. Maybe like Selena Gomez or Ariana Grande, something like
They
that.
cannot fill those shoes.
Ariana
sir.
Grande. Yes.
Right?
I don't even know who that is.
I hope they do something to the plot.
Who would be
'cause
Freddie
it's very
Prinze?
boring.
Freddie Prinze still
No
looks
one can
exactly
be
the
Freddie
same.
Prinze, ma'am.
They just bring Freddie
Okay.
Prinze back.
They put in James Franco.
Oh, weird! Because he'd be
Dave
with like
Franco.
the
Dave
teenage.
Zac Efron.
Yeah,
Do
there
what?
you go. Zac Efron.
Zac Efron.
Oh God, I don't. Now I really don't want to see
Those
this.
demonic soulless eyes.
Yes, yes they are.
That you
He
get
has
lost
like a
in.
robot of like an android eyes.
Yeah,
It's
it's
true.
creepy.
I feel like
Mystic.
Liam
For the AI
Hemsworth
reboot.
would be in there
Hey,
too.
what?
Who?
Liam Hemsworth. Chris
Okay, I
Hemsworth's
can see
brother.
that. I can get
Yeah.
down with that, but no Freddie Prinze.
What
Zac
about the
Efron.
goofy kid that plays PETA?
Oh God, only if he died.
He'd be
first.
the nerdy one. Yeah.
Actually, you know what?
No, he would survive to the end.
It would be a twist where it's like he's actually the one killing them, and you don't suspect him because
Oh.
he keeps tripping over
Because
himself
of
trying
his
to get
cake
away.
painting skills.
Yeah,
he's
that's-
able to
yeah,
hide
he's-
well.
Yeah, it's like they think like the guy's all horribly scarred and burnt, and really he's just sitting there just like painting
That
himself.
good. So good.
Yeah,
Mama's
still
giving me a
got
medal
it.
And it does a montage at the end showing him killing everybody.
Yeah,
With like crazy eyes.
maybe now Katniss will notice me.
Why can't we get something like a sequel to like Cabin in the Woods or something like something
That's a
like
good
really
movie.
good?
It doesn't need a sequel.
Yeah,
That's
it doesn't.
true.
I know.
Everybody died in that.
But
Yeah.
all
Oh,
of
did
these,
they?
I want to see what the old
all
guys
of these
do.
sequels,
Do I?
Spoilers.
all of these sequels,
It's a horror movie.
weren't
I
needed
don't watch a lot
anyway.
of horror
So
movies.
I mean, what's stopping Cabin in the Woods?
Yeah,
Because
that's
everybody died at the end.
true. So
That doesn't
maybe
stop
maybe
anyone.
they didn't die.
Like everybody? Like even
Well,
Everyone.
No, there's two still living, and they were in the chamber, and you don't see them die.
Oh, they all
The
died.
thing that happens,
Yeah.
Jay hasn't seen it.
Well, what if-
Idris Elba was not there to save the day. Let's
Yeah,
just say
he
that.
was like-
He just shows up, kids of the apocalypse.
he's looking at his watch. Oh shit!
That's what the sequel is.
I
He shows
overslept.
up and he's like, "Let's cancel the
He's
apocalypse."
in a
and, like,
Jaeger and he's
Yeah,
all
with
like,
Jaegers.
Yeah. Here comes
That's
Rhodey.
what the old.
Gypsy comes running in and like punches the demons.
That'd be
It's
awesome.
it's instead of monsters versus robots, it's Titans versus robots.
Still
Head-
better than.
Head explosion.
Still
Hollywood.
better than I Know What You Did Last Summer remake.
I want him
And better than the Godzilla remake, because at least it would be different.
I want him really perturbed about what you did last summer, and he's like not really out to kill them. He's just kind of just nagging them. Like you kids should be more responsible.
Guys are just.
What you did was slightly illegal.
Yeah.
It was so
It was
irresponsible.
irresponsible and immoral.
You shouldn't feed the ducks at the lake.
You're gonna be an adult next year.
I want you to read this blog post. I'm
Yeah,
posting to
right.
Facebook
You
right
see how
now.
this is written in all caps? That is because I'm very angry right now. And then, like, it just goes through them just, like, doing community service and being really bummed out for the rest of the movie.
Misfits?
With the... Wait, Misfits is the one with the dude from Game of Thrones?
Just
Yes.
get Twitter updates every hour on the hour. Oh, it's so annoying, but I can't delete it because I'm following. I can't do it.
It's conditioned
Have
by
you ever-
sentence that I can't unfollow.
You ever followed Hideki Kamiya on Twitter?
No, why?
Nope.
He's he's such a rude person. Like people always ask him questions, and maybe I think maybe he's just gotten so sick of it of getting asked the same questions over such a long period of time. He just
Tells her to fuck off.
well,
make
there's
an
that.
FAQ to a
He either
page
tells them to
and send it
fuck
to him.
off, blocks them, and then says blocking you, and the little retweet afterwards, or he'll just say he'll retweet what they posted and just put "ask your mom" in front of it. So it's become like this whole thing, like "ask your mom."
At least he responds.
Like, give me a reason to buy Wonderful 101 and
So
just
what-
ask your mom.
What does he do?
He made the Devil
You
May
should
Cry
buy it
series.
because-
Devil May
Bayonetta.
Cry, Mega Man, Beautiful Joe,
Ask your mom.
Wonderful 101.
Yeah, he made Ask
which
Your
is
Mom.
very-
101, Bayonetta, Resident
it?
Evil.
People said it was. I've always
Pretty
been
much
very
every
interested.
game that's Capcom that isn't Street Fighter.
Yeah,
Anything
yeah.
that's like really
I
good.
think Animusha was Hideki Kamiya's
Oh, okay.
as well.
No wonder they're
Reboots.
sucking now.
Animusha Lucia needs to come back.
Yeah. Jubei. Hey, somebody approved that shit.
See,
No,
he
he's
only
Phil
shows up for
Fish.
bad things. He never shows up for good things.
But that's the whole thing. It's like
He's the one making the tough decisions. That's what I'm telling you.
he's
It's
the
like,
one paying for many houses with many bad movies.
Exactly.
He probably has like a whole block.
Imagine
of
how
just-
many jobs he's created. He's helping the economy.
Yeah, but he's also dumbing down America, and Jack Bauer will not stand for that. Still haven't watched all that series.
Who are
yet.
we talking about again?
Talking about
The
dude.
approval guy.
Oh, the approval guy. Okay. I missed that
Obviously
line.
needs to have his own like picture drawn. It's a
Yeah,
stick figure of a stamp that says approved.
Instead of objection lawyer,
Yeah,
it's approved.
It's like imagine everything that's really crappy in life. Someone said okay to that.
He's just like a.
You have
He's
to make
just
him
like.
like scummy so people hate it.
Yeah, he's just a silhouette. And it's just like a giant approval stamp.
He's got a fedora on.
It's a hipster douchebag.
It's a hipster douchebag.
Make him look
He's
like
got
Karl
a curly
Rove.
hipster mustache and.
He's the friend zone guy.
Yeah, he's also the friend zone guy.
Or the forever alone guy.
Yeah,
Yes.
all the same things.
Forever approved. As long as it's crappy. I don't know. Well, just before we end, like, what's one movie you would actually want to see get remade? That was like maybe not that good, but they could probably do it better.
Who's starting?
I'll start with Kelly and go around.
Zombieland with Jesse Eisenberg in every role.
Thank you.
Only if he did it like Eddie Murphy in
and
Nutty Professor,
Nutty Professor.
which was also a remake.
That would be awesome. Miss Nova.
I don't know. This was kind of sprung on me.
Yeah.
Well, I like Zombieland, but I was just saying I just to mess with Jay.
Well, who
Thank
would they
you,
remake
Louise.
it with?
Just all Jesse Eisenberg.
No.
Saying.
Oh.
You know what? Actually, this movie I also like, but I was telling Prometheus and funny like in a previous episode where the Michael Keaton movie Multiversity.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Multiplicity.
with
Multiplicity, yeah,
with
because they
all
Multiversity.
Oh my
What's it-
god,
yeah.
that would be awful.
Okay, that reminds me. Not Michael Keaton, but another early '90s sensation, Tom Selleck.
Oh, they can say Michael
I
Jackson.
want to see a remake of Three Men and a Baby,
Yeah.
Okay.
but with like modern actors.
Melanie says
Yes.
Napoleon
I would love to
Dynamite.
see that. Yeah.
With
I
Seth
don't-
Rogen. No, I put that part.
Probably.
You ever taken off any
Jesse
sweet
Eisenberg.
jobs? Yeah, it was Jesse Eisenberg.
Gosh.
I want to see Scott
Tina,
Pilgrim.
eat your food.
I want to see Scott Pilgrim remade with Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh.
And Social Network remade with Michael Cera. Actually, no, that's what I want. I want Step Brothers to be remade with Michael Cera and Jesse Eisenberg.
I would so be in line to
I've
see that.
been wanting
Yes.
to see this movie forever.
I want to see that. I want to see the part remade where what do you call it? Michael C. Riley, whatever his name is.
Yes.
Or John C. Riley.
C. Reilly.
When they're sitting there in bed sleeping, and he's talking about like we're gonna bang your mom. He's like, and then Will Ferrell goes, "Hey, don't say that." But it'd be what's his name?
Michael
Sarah?
Cera.
Yeah, Michael Cera. Hey, don't say that.
I'm just saying, like that was the perfect like opportunity to do like a direct to DVD sequel of Step Brothers 2 and it's Michael Cera before Jesse Eisenberg got all big and Michael Cera got all big headed. It's just like perfect timing. Needs to be done. Approval guy, where the fuck were you on this one? That's my dream. I want to see that movie.
Oh boy. I don't know what movie I would want to see remade.
Top Gun.
No.
It's not being remade. It's getting a sequel.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a difference.
I don't
What
even
would you
the
want?
original Top Gun to be remade.
Ace, what would you want remade?
I'm thinking of something that was completely botched. Green Lantern.
Ah, that's a good
They
one.
can do it well.
Yeah.
You just have to get the right people.
Oh.
And don't make it dark and gritty because that's what you think is intellectual these days.
So along those lines, Catwoman.
Ah, that could be a really good one.
Actual Catwoman.
Yeah, Catwoman about Catwoman.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a really cool movie, and I was like, oh man, it'd be really cool if like
And
Batman
I
was
like
like
Halle
the
Berry as
villain
the
basically.
choice. Yeah.
And I was like, that'd be really interesting, like perspective of like, well, I'm just doing this because X, Y, Z, and Batman's kind of like the bad guy because he just like, beats up people for no reason, and had nothing to do with it. And I was like, that was misleading because the only Catwoman I know is the Catwoman from DC Comics.
What about Twilight remade? But to be like a warning about abusive relationships.
That
would be-
and then
They did
so
it, like,
so
Interview with
there's
the
in the third
Vampire.
movie apparently there's this epic battle scene that was like ends up being a what if scenario. Make that the actual movie. It's not a what if scenario. The end battle scene of all like apocalypse, everyone's dead.
Would you see it then?
I'll watch the last 10 minutes on YouTube.
Blood Ocean says the new Ninja Turtles.
Aw.
Reboot Ninja Turtles again?
Yeah,
Reboot
again.
the
Reboot it
reboot.
correctly.
Reboot the boot.
Wait.
Melanie says glitter.
1, 2.
Oh, I know what
Oh my God, with Mariah Carey.
Just
Don't ask me why I know.
if I was gonna reboot a show, I would literally reboot.
oh, that would be I
yeah.
like that.
That was supposed to get rebooted.
Yeah, and then
Oh.
they canceled it because the company behind it
Nobody,
was
they never found the network to pick it up again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the company was gonna say they were, and then like, they were like, no.
The approved guy was out sick that day.
yeah, he was out sick with pneumonia.
Well, no, because it was a good idea.
Yeah, that's the
Reboot.
caveat. Reboot. That's in your heart.
No, that's
That's
what
what they would do.
Oh.
In order to
No,
reboot.
yeah, they had a little
Oh,
icon
okay.
here.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Blood Ocean said Super Mario Brothers.
Super Mario
So-
Brothers.
Fuzzy Slippers, what would you reboot?
I would reboot Police Academy.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's an
All
ensemble
right,
film.
I like that.
Absolutely. So who would be in it?
Oh, that's a big list to try and go
You
down.
have to bring back.
Jay Farrow
Who's that?
from
Michael
SNL.
Winslow. Michael Winslow, right?
He plays Obama
yeah, Michael Winslow.
in
but
Yes.
a lot
Oh, okay.
recently.
I don't think I've seen him.
There's a lot of people that you can put in that. I think it.
Amy
I think it'd
Poehler.
work really
I
well.
agree. I think, especially if you kind of update the humor too.
Mhm.
I mean, not that the humor is bad. It's just like update a little bit more, add a little bit more like different edges and different.
Yeah, I mean,
types.
like I would probably update some of the jokes, but keep it in that same style.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Because I feel like the transition from comedy movies from the 80s into the 90s to now,
Beverly Hills
there's something
Cops.
lost.
Yeah.
Beverly
You'd
Hills
still-
Cop.
They're
I
more
love that
cheap
movie.
jokes now.
Yeah,
You have to
Yeah.
bring
It's
back
like-
Steve Gutenberg.
Yeah.
Where is he?
He's doing
Yeah,
his thing.
Gutenberg could be the new commissioner.
That's very specific.
I just picture him at
Posted in
home.
the cut. What do you want me to say?
He's cooling.
Where'd you
Man,
go?
Ma, we just cooling. That was like my favorite
The,
part. of Boys
the
in
last thing I know that
Oh,
Gutenberg
yeah, we
did
actually
was,
saw
did
it
was
last
Party
year.
Down.
2 years ago, I think.
Party down. Martin Starr.
Monel says never say never. I never saw that movie.
Is
How
that
about
the,
Honey?
is that the
Remake
Justin
Honey.
Bieber
Oh, I
movie?
think it is. Every booster's a fan.
Remake
Punch him
Honey?
in the
Yeah,
face.
remake Honey.
With
Oh, that's
Jessica
that-
Alba.
with
Jessica
Yeah.
Alba, yeah.
Did I reboot
Who would be in it?
Dark Angel?
I don't know. I was
Dark
I
Angel.
was really
That
infatuated
was the first
with Jessica
Jessica
Alba
Alba
at the time.
TV show.
I would actually like a movie that I really liked, anyways, but like Dark City.
With
I don't know if any of you've seen it.
Oh, Liam Neeson.
Tatiana Masley
Liam Neeson.
as Angel.
Dark City.
Who's
Liam
that?
Neeson? No, you're
She's
thinking,
in Orphan Black.
I'm thinking
Oh,
Dark
okay. I haven't
Ke-
seen it
Kiefer
yet.
Sutherland.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Other actors that you haven't.
You like it?
oh, yeah, it's-
Dark City?
Dark City?
Oh,
Wouldn't you really like
movie
to
that the
see like an
Matrix ripped
updated
off?
version of that? Well,
City was
everyone
pretty
ripped off.
good.
Inception was inspired by it.
Yeah.
Matrix.
mom was
It's
inspired.
basically a lot.
Oh.
That's not kind of a compliment, actually.
Is he an
Yes,
argument?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it
I don't know
was.
what you're talking about my mom.
Well, I mean, there's literally even a scene where, like, the way they filmed the stairs, it's the same stairs filmed the same way. Like, they Tarantino'd it. They lifted it right out of
Well,
the
Christopher Nolan actually directly said, "Yes, that is the movie."
Oh, I agree
Yeah,
with that.
He gave me
Paul.
the idea, and yes, I took it and I ran it with my idea.
He
Yeah.
said that. He said that out of his mouth hole.
Yeah, out
Well,
of his
he-
mouth hole.
Yeah, because even a minute, because of the Matrix thing, where like they're explaining how the dream things work. It's just like the Matrix one, where he's like, "You think that's air you're breathing? It ain't." But yeah, but it's like, but at least,
I just farted.
yeah, but at least he was like really like, yeah, like with Nolan, he was very candid about it.
Well, it's actually a lot of sci-fi like writers and directors proto-template movie. It was one that really changed everything. So I'd like to see a kind of modern update on it. And everyone would be like, it'd be a rip-off of Matrix. And they're like, no, you don't understand. Everything ripped it off.
Casey says the Page Master.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who would replace Macaulay Culkin?
Michael Cera.
Michael Cera.
Haley Joel.
That's
Osment.
exactly. I couldn't remember the
No.
name. Yeah.
No, it would have to be a kid now. Oh my god.
How would he run into a library? No one knows where those are.
It'd have to be on the internet or
Go to
something.
the
Yeah, the
library.
library.
The library.
His library.
Library, okay.
So I have another one. I would reboot the Xena series, still with Lucy Lawless, but I would make it gritty like the Spartacus series.
Yes.
Should do it to where like she hands down the mantle.
She's trying to find somebody to hand the
Exactly.
I
She's
just
going
picture
around.
her with, like, a
I.
Gabriella died.
yeah, like someone kills Gabrielle and she's like, I'm hanging up the little frisbee thing.
And then she
I can't do
kills.
this
I
anymore.
can't remember what they're called.
Yeah, I don't
Or she kills Hera and becomes a new Hera or something like that.
And she passes it on to Gal Gadot.
I love the
could do that.
crossovers of Kevin Sorbo's Hercules. It's like, wow.
That's what they need to bring back.
Wow.
Hercules and
the
Xena,
legendary
side by
journey.
side.
I feel
Starring
like
The
that
Rock.
Hercules was actually the closest to like
Chris Hemsworth as
being
Hercules.
Hercules
Ah, I
because
can
he's
see
actually
that.
like doing labors and stuff, and
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second, he actually like he killed his family. Like
Dude.
everyone always skates over that, and it's like he murdered his family.
That was the template for the Elder Scrolls.
Interesting.
Hero runs around, does chores, fights occasionally, kicks back with what was his
Coolant.
sidekick's name?
Oh, Yolus.
Yolus.
Yeah.
Yololess.
Yo,
That redheaded wonder.
And let us not forget that Ryan Gosling played young Hercules.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we talked about that in one of the first
Yeah.
podcasts.
So what if he was the new Hercules?
So ridiculous. What Ryan Gosling?
he's so
That'd be
idiot.
the
I-
most
scrawny.
that'd be the most dry.
I remember one of the scenes, but like one of the scenes was like one of the guys asking him, "Aren't you gonna have weapons?" And he just like brings up his arms, he's like, "I got my weapons right here."
Girl.
Yeah, I got.
What
these.
if they
girl.
blended Hercules with The Notebook? Starring Ryan Gosling
blend it with Drive?
and Rachel McAdams as Xena.
Drive was the most surprising
blend it with
movie in a
Drive.
long time for me.
Then it would have to be on CW. There'd be no choice. She's like, yeah, of course.
of course.
I thought we
That
were
goes
on the
without
same
saying.
page.
What about what else she says? Mighty
Oh, you
Mouse
know
by
what? I would
Pixar.
love to see updated. My favorite '80s movie of all time, Weekend at Bernie's.
Never saw it.
How about this
I
one?
was sick that weekend. I'm
How
sorry.
about this one?
What? You need to go
Remake-
see it.
Remake this movie. Ducks. Ducks.
Oh!
Ducks. Quack.
Quack.
Oh!
Quack. 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 Quack.
I don't think you can remake that gold.
With actual ducks.
Emilio!
You can if you bring back Emilio
Howard the
Estevez.
Duck.
How about Little Giants? I was watching that the other day. And I forgot
Oh,
how
that's
big
a
a
good
crush
one.
I had on Icebox. I was like, Icebox.
Do they make movies like that anymore?
No, they don't.
No.
They don't make
Not
like
We had
Sure.
that. We
The
had,
Sandlot?
Sandlot, dude.
What was the soccer one?
That was Sandlot was our anthem, dude.
It's Big
I was
Green.
big on baseball back
Yes,
then.
That's right.
That's right.
a fat kid as the goalie. And
Yes,
I loved him.
the
He's
fat
scared
redhead.
of the ball.
Oh man, we had a great childhood.
Yeah, Space
Yes, we
Jam.
did.
It's Space Jam.
Man.
Supposedly they're remaking that, or was that a joke?
I
I
heard
heard about
about
a
it,
sequel.
yeah.
No, I heard a sequel was supposed to be being done.
I heard they're gonna
With,
make it with like
LeBron
LeBron James.
James.
Yeah.
We had
Is that-
Angels in the Outfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good sports movies. Now all we get is like
Yeah, Angels in the
Point.
Outfield with the mini Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Danny Glover.
He's itty
What was the
bitty.
other one? Rookie of the Year.
Rookie
Yes.
of the year.
Oh man, I
Yeah,
love
there's a
that
lot
movie.
of baseball ones.
That was
back
the first
then.
movie I went to see by myself with my friend,
Crying and
or my
bases
with
ball.
unsupervised.
When he threw the ball like 99 speed or something.
Yeah, because he broke his arm, and when it didn't heal right,
Yeah.
he could throw like insanely fast.
Which doesn't
Man,
make
in
sense.
Ducks with the goalie, it was so sad when they're like, "Hold out your arm," and he's like, "Okay," and he's like, "Twist it." He's like, "No,
Oh,
Oh,
broken."
that was kind of messed
It
up.
got me a
And
little
that part where he
choked
was
up.
like, "I could still play," and he's like,
He's like, "Oh, I can't.
I remember.
Coach, let me play, Coach.
Put me in the game, coach.
We gotta take you out."
Did like the
It's knuckle
second
puck
one, you get like
time.
concussion or something, and they're like, I can still
Calling
play.
the Smash
Sorry.
Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
I had the biggest crush on
I
the
don't
Smash
think any.
Brothers.
I didn't really like hockey until I saw like
I
the
didn't like
Ducks.
hockey either. And
Yeah.
then I was like, "Mom, sign me up for hockey." He's like, "Son, we live in Del Valley.
Yeah, we have ice. in
There's
this
no
entire
hockey.
state.
Hockey's not here, son."
And now
Hey,
one of
if
those
Jamaica
mothers
can have a
is
bobsled
now-
team, you can have a hockey team.
Sanka, you dead man.
We had,
Yeah,
we had,
man.
you know, in Kansas you have like winter, and you also have you have a hot
All
summer.
the other seasons.
You have all the seasons, so like you can't have a hockey like year round. It's not really viable. So what they
Right.
actually did is indoor. There's an indoor building that wasn't ice. It was actually roller skates. It was
Ah.
rollerblades.
Oh,
so they
okay.
basically
Roller
play
hockey.
all year round. Hockey.
Roller
So like
derby
that's the
without
way
the
you could
derby.
do it. And I was like, I don't understand why
What's the
Texas never
point?
thought. The only sport in
Ellie.
Texas that's allowed
Hello?
and is condoned is football. And if you do anything
don't wanna-
else, leave the state.
Louise is trying to talk to us.
Sorry, Louise.
No, I was just trying to say that one of the Smash Brothers from the Mighty Ducks is gonna be Foggy Nelson now.
Nelson,
Who?
the angry kid with the bandana.
Yeah?
He's gonna play Foggy.
He's playing
Nelson.
Foggy Nelson in Daredevil series.
Foggy Nelson and Daredevil. I was
He
like,
looks kind of
all
odd
I heard
now.
was Nelson twice.
Like he didn't grow into that buff, Foggy,
Louise?
fully
Foggy Nelson
reformed
Mandela.
phase.
Do you
Yeah.
remember when we took that trivia game with you? And,
No, not really.
Ace and I
Yeah.
completely bombed it. So just assume that I know jack shit about comics. So who's Foggy Nelson?
He's Matt Murdock's
Bagger.
partner in the
Oh.
business. Yeah.
Ooh.
The law
I don't
firm.
know, but I would like to
Wow.
explain. Not just be like, so tell us, who is this character, and why is he important?
Why is he important?
Like if he if that's what I usually do, and I don't know.
Oh, just defer to Ice.
Yeah, or even
Yeah.
when you bring up a character,
Remember,
I'm like,
what's it-
I don't
John
know. It's
Favreau
like,
played Fox
so
Nelson
tell the
in-
audience
in
who
Oh,
this
just
character
like go to
is.
feign like, oh yeah, explain to everybody else and me
Okay,
too.
yeah.
I'm,
way
I'm
afterwards-
owning my ignorance. I
That
don't know
way
jack shit.
afterwards, I'm just like, yeah, cool.
I totally knew.
Yeah,
that.
John
Like
Favreau, wasn't it
Googling.
John Favreau who played Foggy Nelson with Ben Affleck?
Why is his name Foggy Nelson?
Because he hadn't got the focus.
Because he has cataracts.
Because he likes to hang
Really?
out on the wharf.
It sounds like a
When
really
it's
bad,
foggy.
like...
That's
It's
why
like
him
a-
and Daredevil
Because
became
he
great friends.
smokes for his cataracts and
Smoke.
everything. It's all foggy.
Cataracts.
It's for the glaucoma.
He's very fond of fog in the morning. He likes to stand.
What?
He carries around a foghorn.
That's how they became friends at
No,
blind
a
school.
fog machine.
Fog machine
No.
behind Daredevil, so he looks
Foggy-
super epic, but Daredevil can't
He's,
see it.
he's the, he's
How
the
do I
one
look?
that draws
I
the
don't know, I have
DDs and sets
cataracts.
them on fire and puts like a fog machine over it so it looks badass.
He's the tech
That's
department.
the best thing ever. I like this idea.
He could be.
Daredevil doesn't do that. It's just
Reboot
him.
Daredevil with Foggy Nelson as the tech guy running around after.
I don't know if
He's
this
the
Foggy-
theater tech guy.
He's
He's
the
like,
grip.
why can't I see? Like, he's never really been blind. He's just been too much fog. Give this guy trying to help him, quote
he
unquote.
never cleaned the lenses.
Yeah. Oh man, if you ever see the
But
Flash
Foggy's-
pilot, like the main villain pretty much had this fog powers. There's like a scene where like he's
Like
like
farting
That would actually
or
be kind of
Captain
dangerous.
Cold?
Like Flash.
He just
You
makes,
can't
like,
really run
fog
around
appear.
in fog.
But there's like a part
I'm
where like
forced to walk.
This
What
is
is-
really
no,
boring.
the worst part is there's a part where like the Flash is like about to get him and he's like standing there and slowly makes a fog. Like Flash could have easily ran over and punched him in the face.
That's the problem with
disappears.
a lot of
Made
Flash
of fog
like
NATO.
villains is that
Yeah.
he could usually disable them before they could even think about pulling a trigger.
Not Captain Cold. He's so elusive.
I love the episode of
Cold
Justice
one's on
League
me,
where
Flash.
is taking on his villains, and he's like, "Hey, like, the Jester escaped from prison," and like he's like, "Hey, Jester, what's going on? Like, why aren't you any medicine?" And he's like, "Oh, and he's like, "Hey, you should get back on that medicine." He's like, "Yeah, I know. Like, where are the other people?" And they're like, "Well, they're in the museum, gonna try to kill you when you go there." And he's like, "Okay, hey." Turn yourself in. All right, Flash. Like that was like how he dealt with his villain, and it's like, yes, thank you. And like he knows everyone in the town. They're like, hey, Flash. He's like, oh, hey, Mary.
Okay, so the new show should be set up that way. So it's not really about fighting crime. It's
No.
more about like set up like there was this CW show. It was like they lived in a town. It was kind of like a teenage soap opera. So like that's how it should be set
Isn't
up.
that Arrow?
So no, because he's not fighting
Abracadabra.
crime. He's just going up to the criminals like, turn yourself in, buddy. Okay, Flash.
Like, not all
and
the
then it's
villains
about how
went
he
down
tries
that
to get the
easily,
girl.
counseling
And
everybody. No,
Yeah.
you don't do that, or I'm gonna super.
It's a
punch you in the face.
situational
Takes the
drama.
gun away. It's like, now what did I say about guns?
It reminds me of
No.
the episode of Supernatural when they're going through all those like 90s
TV shows?
Yeah, but the intro, I was laughing so hard,
funny.
especially with because it also reminded me of the first Trickster episode, which is probably arguably my most favorite episode, where like their recounts of each other's, they're just making fun of each other, but the way Sam acts, where he's just like so like offended that Dean's, he's like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Bitch!
Yeah.
That's where that one comes from?
Yeah, that was so funny. But, like, I don't know, the sitcom one where it just seemed like the intro to, like, Family Matters or Step by Step.
Yeah.
And, like, Sam opens the doors and there's, like, just a person in a sheet with a ghost going like this, and he closes the door and, like, gets back, and it just has his name, Sam Winchester, underneath. Like, that's his intro, and he just, like, bolts off. Nice. I was like, dude, this is so, like, TGIF TV show.
Oh, yeah. And, like, the
I
way
was
they come
laughing.
into the hotel room.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, hey!
Yeah, everyone starts laughing.
What are you doing? I'm eating a sandwich.
And
Yeah.
it's, like, gigantic.
You're gonna need a bigger
Yeah.
mouth. And then Castiel shows up. And you're like, what are you doing here? He's like, looks at the sandwich, like, you're gonna need a bigger mouth.
I already said that.
Yeah, I don't know, it's just funny.
Dr. Sexy.
Dr. Sex.
Where are his boots?
Yeah,
That's what makes him so sexy.
I love how Dean follows soap operas. It just makes me happy. inside.
Well, Jensen was a soap opera actor. That's how he
That's why
started
I
his
love it.
career, which is
Oh, I actually saw that episode.
like James Franco.
it was really good, right?
It
That's why you
was.
should be watching Supernatural.
Watch
It actually was. I know.
Good luck.
That's
with
why
that.
everyone tells you to watch Supernatural.
So
It's
many
just
good
like Jay's
episodes.
realization of his love for Chex Mix.
Yeah.
Trail
Well,
mix.
dude, it took
Trail
me,
mix.
9 years to realize Supernatural is probably one of the greatest shows I've ever watched.
Well, 9 seasons, so it kind of works. You know?
No, you know the most, like, frustrating thing watching it
Uh-huh.
is because we were in high school, right?
Yeah.
Well, when did this show start? Like 2004, 2005, something like that?
I don't know. Fucking 9 years ago.
9 years ago.
Why
Thank
asking
you,
me?
Kelly.
Sure.
You're
9
so
years
helpful.
from
Hey, it started
14.
a little after Smallville.
2005?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It came out after.
2005.
Me and
They started
Prometheus
becoming a
were working
powerhouse,
on a
yeah.
comic, and we even had a pair of characters called
Oh, the Winchester brothers, yeah.
The Winchester brothers.
On purpose?
But they were
Yeah.
no. Well, we didn't know about this show,
Oh.
and it was actually before
It was
the show because they were assholes and they were like they were
They were
twins.
supposed to be twin assholes. Well,
Carver
yeah,
Edlund read it and was like, I'm writing books.
Yeah.
Well, because actually
Get
I had
it?
named them after one of my college roommates because his middle name was Winchester.
That's
And he was
badass.
a dick. So I made one
Oh, he
Terrence
was a dick.
Winchester and James Winchester.
Yeah, and they were assholes.
And then
They were just-
Supernatural ripped me off, so I
Yeah.
want my
Well, no,
royalty
there was just
check
so many
right
like
now.
well, because like two of the characters are brothers based off of me and my brother, and then the other character was based off of his own creation. But it was just like after seeing season 4 in Castiel, was like that's what I wanted for this comic that we never made. And, like there were so many
You wanted
ideas.
to have secret
You needed
boyfriends?
It was like frustrating that someone else did it before me, but it was also comforting to know that this would have actually been successful or had its like following. I was like, it
Yeah.
can work. This can actually work. So it gives me hope.
Yeah, guys, so Supernatural first broadcasted on September 13th, 2005.
Happy
Yeah.
anniversary.
Wow.
I still have
Oh, wow, it is. Oh, I was about to say it's to the day.
I
But
still have
we're
all
2
our
days
old.
behind.
Well, we graduated like 02. We worked on it like the year following, but
Yeah,
I still
was
have
looking at
all
you
those
afterwards.
footnotes in a little box. I actually came across them today, and I was like, man, this is really bad writing.
That's
On
how I
my
feel-
part.
That's how I feel anytime I find any old writings. I'm just like, that's why I never pursued this. Terrible.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah.
A couple of years ago, when I was moving for like the umpteenth time, I came across a pad of rhymes. I threw it away. I was so.
Rhymes?
Did you glance at it and
We
like,
used
no.
I've
to.
never attempted right.
We used to rap and freestyle
That's
back in
I
high
was
school.
awful
That's
at
kind
it.
of
I
adorable.
tried one time and I was so bad at it, I had to stop. And I was like, I'm no longer allowed to write.
We used to
If
freestyle
I'm
at
get
parties.
upset if I accidentally
You used to
write.
freestyle at parties?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Sir.
We would go to parties and like there would be
Sir.
like a circle, and I'd be.
Did
the
they
guy-
tell you to shut the fuck
Hey,
up?
Some people seem to feel it.
Use proper rap terms. You were in a cipher.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. This wasn't New York shit. People didn't know that kind of stuff back then.
Well, because like we used to watch
didn't-
106
Del
in Park,
Valley.
and they'd have the freestyle Fridays. Be like, yeah, we want to do that
Yeah, so we would go like around parties,
Goodness.
ourselves.
impressing
I was like,
ourselves,
are you
no
sure you
one.
were impressing them?
and all the Peckerwood kids that were getting drunk off of
Peckerwood?
Frio Light. Well, like the
the name of your
bros with the
school?
frayed caps with the
Oh,
fish
yeah.
hook
I
on
hate those
them.
assholes.
Yeah, those guys.
Ugh.
And they'd be like, "Oh,
I
bro."
don't miss them.
A bunch of
Except they
those
just turned
kiddos
into
came
dude
into
bros,
the-
that's even worse
Dude
now.
bros, yeah.
Dude, bros.
Dude bros.
Well, see, I came
Bro
from.
dudes.
plain old assholes. They're just usually one of the three.
I was in Del Valley School District all my life up until 9th grade, and then I went to Bowie, 10th grade, incredibly jaded, and I hated everybody. It was like a culture shock for me. And then I met Carlisle at the end, Prometheus, at the end of
It was
junior year, and our friendship blossomed from there.
It was beautiful. Little hearts and rainbows.
And then
shot out,
in senior
and birds
year,
tweeted.
me,
Before
you,
Twitter was
and
invented.
Nat, we all like hooked up together, and we
Hooked
did the
up?
whole rapping thing.
Stabbed the wound.
Yeah, we hooked up. And then
Your use of verbiage today is
I
very
know.
interesting.
Not good. It reminds me
There's
of
a lot of-
Bob's
there's a lot
Burger,
of-
like, I'll bang your ass.
There's a lot of homoeroticisms from Supernatural playing. But no, yeah, we get it. We get. God damn it.
Melanie says the
We
outro
get
should
the
be
circle
Agamemnon
and we.
freestyle.
And we would be feeling on
Get
each
your ass.
rhymes. I'm just walking into a brick
like-
wall of emotions here.
He says he
We'd
was
be
feeling on each other's rhymes.
rhymes. We're like, dude, that's awesome.
Now,
Write
make
that
sure-
down.
Wait,
Sorry,
listeners.
I had to make sure I laughed.
Listeners, when you feel on each other's rhymes, be sure to do so while using proper protection. That's how babies get
Remove
made.
Before you
the
get too
vagina
far.
flaps.
Make sure
Yeah.
you're in a
No
siphon.
stabbing the wombs.
No stab in the room and no flaps in the vaginas, all right?
Hey, you got some nice rhymes, kid.
Man, I'm feeling you, dog. You tight. This is softer the dick skin.
He's not gonna
It's the old son.
But I remember we went to one party, and because I used to always wear that Adidas beanie. You remember that?
Adidas
Oh,
beanie.
no way.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was my favorite beanie. I had it up until like 2 years ago. I don't know what happened to
Why
it.
did your wife probably fucking threw it away?
Probably did.
She's like in the fireplace.
Well, I used to have it all the way down, so I would look like I was still from Del Valley.
He looks like Little Joker from Next
Yeah.
Friday.
What's up, fucker? I see you talking about my family, is it?
Oh my god.
I don't like the way you're looking in my direction. Fucker.
I was re-listening to the
Go
episode.
put some gas in my hoop, DSA.
I was re-listening to the episode where Eminem was talking about Del Valley. And me and Fuzzy Slippers kept making everyone sound all country. He's like, why do you keep making him sound like that? So come on over, ride my bicycle.
I had friends like that.
We were
Hey,
feeling
never
each other's
tell you-
rhymes.
Boy,
I ever
I'm
tell
feeling your rhymes are real pretty.
Did I ever tell you my Golden Axe story?
Yes, that was the
Yeah.
one you
Okay,
told on
okay,
the
that was the
podcast.
one,
You traded
yeah.
it for a bike.
That was Jason Reveal,
When
man.
you were
That's-
you were
Jason
talking about
Reveal.
You traded an axe for a bike?
No,
a
Golden
video game,
Axe,
Golden
the
Axe.
Sega game, Golden Axe.
Okay.
A side
That
scroller.
would have been clarified. Like
An actual axe.
For
And
a-
my axe!
For a 5 or 6 speed bicycle.
5.5 speed.
Hey, my dad said I gotta get my game back.
My dad said I gotta get my game back. Like, no
He said,
way, dude.
My,
Fair
dad,
trade.
my pa says I need that golden axe to chop down for some firewood for the winter.
That's
We
how
all
everybody in his
My
neighborhood
daddy
talks.
said I need to get that game back. He gonna bait me.
Again.
sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah. The sad part is when we would go to his house, there'd be like holes in the wall.
Oh,
like,
wow.
lynching. But his
Wow,
dad
that
was like a karate master.
That shit just got real.
Podcast.
And not like-
Dark turn.
Podcast.
He wasn't like the PS, like, I
Yeah,
got
he
a
was
back
a-
belt because I've been paying for like 5 years. Like, he
Wow,
actually
you're
could kick
sensei.
some ass.
Yeah, bow to me!
Like, you could actually learn a thing or two from this dude. Like, that's how good
Yeah, like
he
how to
was,
get a
but-
black eye.
It was just odd. Like, this hillbilly
punch a
dude
wall.
was like an expert in
reality.
karate.
That's always the scariest right there, actually. Hillbilly plus expert karate.
Well, they own
equals-
that.
That's
They
fucked
actually,
up.
He has a mullet and a black
they
belt.
actually own the.
and a bad attitude.
He was-
And didn't learn
Uh,
any of the
Solid
discipline
snake.
from the
Yeah.
actual martial arts, which is the whole entire point.
Yeah.
They actually
That's
own a
interesting.
wrecking service out there called Reveal and Sons.
Oh my god.
Reveal?
We're here to,
Yeah,
we're
like
here to
R.E.
wreck you.
Like-
They're a wrecking crew
No,
from
no.
Marvel
You-
Universe.
I think it's like
Wrecking
Cajun or
Crew?
French or it's a REVEILLE.
Reveal.
Yeah, Reveal.
They probably don't pronounce the E reveal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably don't.
We're going to
Your
reveal your
mom
foundations.
It's like
Lyric.
Ra's al Ghul.
Race,
But their mom
Rosh.
Sue was.
I told you I was immortal.
Rosh al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul.
Race al
Race
Ghul.
al-
Ray shall go.
Like you're
What is
racing
that?
with someone. Race al Ghul.
Let's rush.
Let's show.
Yeah.
Sean Connery fan.
I'm a statue.
I hate Sean Connery because he's always had the same accent, and for some reason people let him get away with that. I was like,
he's
stop
Sean
it!
Connery,
We
duh.
made what's her face, the woman I hate, the actress I hate, Nicole Kidman, change her to busted ass Australian accent.
Boston? Crikey!
Yeah, we made
She
her
had a
change that
really
accent. Change Sean
bad-
Connery's annoying accent.
He's Sean Connery.
I love it. He's
That
in this
is
movie
true.
with Wesley Snipes. I can't remember what it's called. It's like something Sun
House
or
of
whatever.
the Rising Sun.
Yeah, and he's speaking Japanese with that accent. It's so
remember.
bad.
Oh,
It's
my
so
God.
bad.
This sounds
Konnichiwa.
amazing.
Konnichiwa.
That reminds
Shut up!
glorious bastards.
Konnichiwa.
Buongiorno.
Oh, yeah, buongiorno.
I speak
funny.
the best Italian.
You speak the third most.
Well, it's funny because there's that part where like he
What'd I
takes
say?
Wesley Snipes by surprise. That he knows Japanese.
Yeah,
but like
kind of like
Wesley
Piggy Hill
Snipes
knows
actually
Spanish.
knows Japanese. Like he's pretty much like a Japanophile,
Yeah,
and he actually speaks very fluent Japanese. So
But
when he
not
speaks,
IRS
he
code.
speaks with
In
like,
real life.
Yeah, he speaks the way like you're actually supposed to.
you say arigato.
People can understand
like
him.
I say
Yeah,
arigato.
yeah. Like if he speaks Japanese to a Japanese person, they're
Arigato.
gonna be like, "Wow, that's really impressive."
Yeah, I mean, like when I speak French towards people, they're probably like, "Huh?
Yeah.
What is your accent? Where are you from?"
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Bonjour.
So you see that in Wesley Snipes throughout the movie, and like even with the Japanese actor, it's just so like natural for him. And then when you see Sean Connery like reveal that like, "Hey, I too can speak Japanese."
It's like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
You
He's
are
like,
Russian speaking
"Konnichiwa,
Scottish.
arigato."
It's so kawaii.
Sure, sure.
That's so kawaii.
Sure, sure.
Ain't no bum covers.
Destruct for
Suck it,
500.
Trebek.
Oh man, Melanie said that the reveal is A&M's mascot.
How are
Apparently.
people still listening to this podcast?
You know,
It's like rambling on.
Very close friends.
I think like an hour ago, Casey was like, it's 5 a.m. now, so I think the sun has probably risen over where she's
Over
at.
Northern Ireland.
Over Northern Ireland.
It's always sunny.
The
in Ireland.
leprechauns are
Is she
dancing
actually
now.
Irish? Or?
She's
Irish.
Northern Irish.
Oh, okay.
She's a citizen
She's
of
part
the
of the
United
She's in
UK.
that tiny little
yeah.
Yeah.
She's that dot.
safe haven.
She's a UKian.
Ukadian.
I don't think that's what they're called.
I know, I'm joking.
A cute UK-lander.
UK-lander.
She's
UK-Knight.
adorable is what she
Kingdom
is.
citizen.
I
Citizen of the
concur.
United Kingdom. How about that?
I concur.
I concur.
Your mom concurs.
So has anyone found
Oh,
out if
burn.
Scotland, like,
I don't know if they voted
They
yet.
vote this week, or the official vote.
all their
ends this
banks
week.
are like, yeah, we're going to bail to England?
Yeah.
It's not a good sign if all your banks are like, yeah,
It's
we don't
pretty
trust
close
this turmoil.
right now.
I kind of feel like
with
they're
all the
saying
mail.
that to try and like pressure them to vote no, but I don't think they really would all.
I don't
vote.
understand what they're going to gain from independence.
Kilts.
Because they're already almost independent to begin with. Like, the way their government is set up, like, they can actually ignore some of Parliament's laws.
Blush.
But now they don't even have to bother.
They're getting Sean Connery back.
I'm pretty sure we didn't want him for a while.
I'll do movies again.
I don't know what they're gonna gain from it because a lot of like their pooled resources of Welsh, of Northern Ireland, of Scotland,
Well,
England.
Scotland has a large oil export, but that's the only thing they really
And
have.
haggis.
So, in a few decades,
Yeah.
when it dries up, like
They've got
Yeah, I just
they're
think-
not going to have an
They
economy.
mark
left.
my
I just think that it'd be a mistake. It'd be like if like half the United States just seceded, and it's like you're all those reasources.
we know what happened the first time. Didn't go too well for them.
Them there's fighting words missing.
But yeah, I don't know. I've been hearing about it on NPR, but we'll see. We'll see what the Scots end up doing.
Later this week.
Casey says Scotland, if they leave, they're going to be fucked. To be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Like they're gonna like leave, and then they're just gonna go into economic
Oh,
collapse.
so I'm curious, Casey. You live in Northern Ireland. Do you want Northern Ireland to be a part of Ireland, or do you like being part of the UK? Do you want a united Ireland?
And is the IRA as scary as people think it is?
Is it worse, better, or worse than the IRS?
I don't think she's familiar with the IRS.
Oh.
they're probably better.
I
Like
have
they're
a
probably
preference.
nicer. They're probably like, well, I'm not gonna come and like steal all your shit. I just want my own nation.
I'm just gonna give you a Glasgow smile.
Yeah. Oh, I love smiles.
They just want freedom. IRS just wants your money and your soul.
What's the Glasgow smile?
It's like
It's when you
yeah.
From Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Pretty much to make you look like Joker.
part of the UK faux
You
show.
want to
Faux
know
show,
how
for
I
show.
got these scars?
I went to Scotland.
You have the best voices. I'm so impressed.
He's good.
Stop that.
Well, these slippers was doing the Joker.
Like lip.
Dark
Hello,
Knight.
Cool J
Thing.
lip lick.
It was like, yes. If it was a parody of LL Cool J.
As the
If LL
Joker.
Cool J was the Joker.
Oh my God! Hey, if Heath Ledger can do it,
Could you imagine if LL Cool J was the Joker?
I can actually. It would be terrible. It would have worked in like the Batman and Robin era.
Yes.
He would have been perfect.
Oh man, could you imagine with
I can only
Reboot.
imagine. Yeah, reboot.
with George Clooney as Batman and Chris O'Donnell as Robin,
Chris
and then
O'Donnell.
LL Cool J
Yeah.
as the Joker,
His music plays
sitting
every
in this
time.
lair.
Can you imagine like they recreate the
With
scene?
his like overalls.
Yes.
No, LL Cool J would have to be Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Because he's so cool.
Diamonds everywhere.
Get out.
With his
Get
Kango
out.
hat.
Oh shit!
Like his
man.
platinum
He'd
Kango
put them
hat.
all on ice.
Oh.
And all his talking would just be rhyming.
Yeah. I'm just saying he would recreate the scene that the Joker did in the first movie where like Prince is playing and he's like spray painting and stuff, but all it is like LL Cool J's greatest hits.
Yes.
Every scene has like
All
random
world.
lyrics from him.
Don't call.
He's just like Batman. Mama
Right,
said
I was just
knock
thinking
you
that
out.
he comes out and he's like, "Don't call it a comeback."
Mama said, knock you out.
Jesus,
Oh man.
that would be horrible.
Approved. All right. Well, I think we're like 4+ hours in, so
Really?
it's already midnight.
Oh, good lord.
So we're gonna let our listeners get some shut eye. So, but no, thank you everybody for listening. Thank you, Blood Ocean 07, Casey, Nova, Melanie, and of course everyone who's joined us today. If you'd like to
Comic
reintroduce yourself,
Bubble.
of course, Luis of the Comic Bubble, which you can listen to every Friday at 8 p.m. Central. No, you guys can say who you are on the microphone.
This is Kelly Nova.
This is Ace Nova.
This is Agamemnon.
This is Fuzzy Slippers.
This Prometheus. I don't even know
With
if Ice is still there.
straight.
What?
Yeah, you're
Out of.
Probably fell asleep. Out. O-U-T-T.
I've
Did you fall
been here the
asleep?
whole time.
Oh, we're waiting for you to sound off.
I did, and then you sounded off.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Aww.
We need to give you higher, more volume, bigger speakers. I need to get some Bose
We need to
surround
put him on the
sound.
TV.
Yeah, so we can
It
see.
needs to be Zola.
Yeah, we need to see your smiling face. All right. Well, this has been Straight
Out of
Austin.
exclamation point.
Kelly says it's time for me to pass out since it's 6:06 a.m.
Coming from a series titled Weird Girls, you're really fucking weird.
Take that as a compliment.
You're welcome.
Only would like some outro raps. Jay, if you would have hit a freestyle.
No.
Let us feel
I
your
wanna feel
sick
your
rhymes.
Oh, you will die.
Come on, Prometheus can put out the beat, and then you can rap.
Boom, 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 boom.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Little piece of your dome.